This is the HaltingWinter podcast. My name is Seth Winterhalter, the host today. HaltingWinter is a coaching consulting company that wants to help you put the fun back in business. And how do we do that? Well, number one, we help you make more money. Well, how do we do that? We give you some frameworks. We help look at the undercarriage of your business and say, are all the 6 frameworks, the core areas, leadership, marketing, sales, cash flow, operations, are all those things working together in tandem? Are they built for then all the other things? Are they built so that plane's going to get off the runway and into the air and actually sustain flight to make sure that you're seeing success? We want to do that for you, and we get it. Running a business it's hard work. It's hard work because there's a lot of components, 6 primary components, but even more so if you start to break those down. And if you're a business owner trying to carry all that weight, trying to make sure that you're in the weeds of all those things, it can be overwhelming. It can be stressful, and we get that. That's why we want to come alongside and give good frameworks to take some of that busy work off your plate and give you a clear vision of where you're going so that as you scale, as you grow, as you make more money, you're able to bring on new staff that are not generalists, just kind of helping out wherever. They're specialists who can operate in the places what aren't your strengths. That's what you want around you. You want people who really can dial in the organization and help things grow. So what we're doing over these 8-9 podcasts, we're looking at common small business problems. This comes from an article I found on the old HubSpot. So a friend of mine sent it to me and said, hey, this would be a good thing for the podcast. Love to hear your thoughts. Lindsay Cox writes an article on the HubSpot titled 9 Business Challenges Every Small Business Struggles With. We've been through number 1, finding customers. Number 2, increasing brand awareness. And now number 3, we're doing building an email list. Why in the world would you build an email list? And I'm actually going to take 3 and 4 together because they are connected. Number 3 is I have problems building an email list. Number 2 is I have problems with lead generation. Lead generation and building an email list work together. Lead generation is really how do you get people interested in your business? How do you get people who might not if you're a gutter cleaning company, right? My brother owns a gutter cleaning company, windows and gutter cleaning. JD Pro, give a shout out if you live north of Seattle. He'd love to come make your windows shine and your gutters unplugged. So he runs JD Pro, and if there are people who need windows cleaned, they need their gutters cleaned, so they'll just call him, right? They'll find him and call him. But what do you do if maybe they don't need that right away? Maybe they're not thinking about it because, it's not summer, their windows aren't, everyone's car right now in Washington is just my car. I love a clean car. I do not like my car being dirty. And right now, it's probably as dirty as it's ever been. I've just been so lazy. I went to the car wash the other day because it's too cold to wash your car. Actually, it's sunny today. That's what I should be doing. I should be washing my car by hand. Sometimes I take it through the car wash when it's just so cold. You don't want to be out there freezing to death, getting frostbite on your little fingers. So I take it through the car wash. I went to the car wash the other day on a nice sunny day. It was like 15 cars deep. I'm like, I don't got time for this. So what do you do, right? What do you do when you're trying to get the attention? Again, I needed to be reminded after that. In the moment I wanted to do it, the line was too big, it was too long. So, but now over the last few weeks, I see the car, but I'm not paying attention. So I'd be an interested customer, but I need help. So how do you do that? That's lead generation, and that comes to an email list. These work hand in hand together. Lead generation predominantly is this. How do you get a customer interested without solving the problem themselves, but also saying, I need them to solve my problem. I have that problem, but instead of me solving it myself, I'm going to let JD Pro come out and wash my windows for me because I don't want to do it. So lead generation, it could be a lot of times online. This will be like a PDF. So if I was my brother and I was thinking, man, how do I get people to hire me to clean windows? I might do a PDF called the five tips for window maintenance. And then I'd say, hey, here's some things, when you have the grandkids over and here's the products I use to keep my windows clean before in between my professional cleanings, right? You want to talk about yourself. You want to, hey, this is what professional cleaning is really going to get the job done. But if you need to get the job done because grandkids are over or what, a bird flies into your window and you need to get it clean, here's some tips. Here's some things that I use that you can get at the store. Here's some cleaning things I recommend. Here's some things I don't. And this is why. Here's some insider information, right? You kind of teach in these lead generation PDFs. So if you could do this by a PDF, you could do a webinar, you could have a video on your webpage and say, hey, opt in. Here's a video, 5 ways to keep your windows clean in between professional cleanings. And then, put your email in. This is a part of, we said email list is one thing. How do you get people to sign up for your email? Well, do a lead generator. The way you build an email list is through lead generation. So have this should be on your website. So you'd have this on your website where people might come on and then they might click off without ever signing up for anything, without you capturing any of their information. So a lead generator might say, five tips, or 3 things to do to prepare for a professional to come clean your gutters. Oh, I need to prepare for that? I've never thought of that. Yeah, here's 3 tips. I don't know what they would be. 5 things you want your gutter cleaner to do for sure, right? 5 things most professional gutter cleaners don't do that should be done every time. Number 1, they should wear these kind of shoes because the other shoes damage roofs. So it's like, my roof could be damaged. If I want to make sure these wear the shoes. Well, obviously, if you're telling people to wear the shoes, your company is going to wear the shoes, right? They need to wear these shoes. They need to make sure not to do this, right? Don't use this chemical because it does this to roofs. Oh, I didn't know that. I got to make sure that this company's telling me that, so they're not going to use that chemical. Number 3, make sure that if they, blow out the gutter, make sure that they clean the walls of the walls of your house. Does that make sense? Like, how do you show insight and knowledge of product that they wouldn't have any clue on, they're not using? How do you show your professionalism? How do you show your care, right? You using a certain type of boot is showing that you care about their roof. You're not there to just clean their gutter. You're there to care about their roof. You're there to care about the mess you make, the siding. The company should take time to clean up after themselves and make sure that you might want to be prepared, thinking about if you have some special roses or something, let them know about that. Let them know, hey, I've got under this gutter is this. And so, helping the company know, take special care here because that would help serve me, and I don't want to be upset. Great, now I know, because gutter cleaners might not know about different kind of species of flowers and what's important and what's not. What's an actual flower and what's a weed. So, how do we have a mutual relationship? So there's you could do this PDF. You could do a PDF. You could do this not only on your webpage, right? A lead generator PDF that, hey, before you leave, click on here, download this, give us your email. It could be a video. Could be something you have just on your Facebook page. You continue to promote it, right? Hey, if you're thinking about windows and gutters, here's some tips. Put in your email and we'll send you this PDF. We'll send you this video link. There's ways. So that's what a lead generator is. This tool you'll use to show your authority, your empathy, your care, your insights, your wisdom, kind of a little bit about your company. And it should in there be dripped with, this is why you want a professional also. Sure, you can do these things, but we're going to do them better. We're going to do them best. We are going to make sure to go above and beyond to be the professionals in your life. Yes, you can do some things. We want to encourage you to do some things, but we also want to be the person who will really solve completely your problem. That's what a lead generator does. Email list, the reason you want that lead generator to build that email list, the reason you just don't want to put that on a blog and give that away for free is you want to capture their email list so that you're able to then tell about promotions. You're able to then say, hey, we're doing a special promotion where when you recommend a customer, if we work with them, we give you an extra 15% off, or whatever. We're doing a special, in the month of, maybe it's a slow month. We're doing the Christmas special that we're doing a window washing for this, or we're hanging lights. Maybe I know some, my brother doesn't do this, at least not that I'm aware of. But he's thought about, right? Maybe during some of the downtime, especially during the Christmas season, maybe you do install Christmas lights. We'll set them up. We'll take them down. You don't have to worry about the fuss. You don't have to bring out the ladders. We'll take care of it all. That would be great to have an email list. You already have customers that love you, that use you, and now you solve another problem for them. Wow, I love their service. That'd be great for them to take care of my Christmas lights. I don't want to go up there. I don't want to get on a ladder. I mean, there's so many ways, right? An email list could be helpful to generate to get reoccurring business from those current clients. That's one thing you always want to be thinking about is, how do I help serve the clients I already have? How do I make sure? Because again, I think sometimes a lot of businesses they're waiting for their customers to take all the initiative. Why aren't my customers coming back? Well, what have you done to get them back? What have you done to compel them to come back? Excuse me, that was awesome. How do you woo them? How do you help them? How do you entice them? By talking to them, right? And don't just think that, well, I posted a post on Facebook. Listen, the algorithms and all that jazz means hardly anyone's seeing your stuff. So having an email list, they're going to see the email list unless it goes to junk, or the likelihood that they're going to see an email over a social media post is way higher, extremely higher in an email. Email is still probably the number one way to interact with people. Text message is becoming, right, to be able to capture a phone number and send text, and we're going to see that. I'm already seeing it over this last year just increase probably tenfold the number of spam texts I get, like being told something. And so being sold something, being communicated with people that aren't my contacts. So you're going to see a lot more of that. And so, but email is still a great way. So a lead generator, a good compelling lead generator that shows authority, shows that you solve a problem, encourages them to take some ownership, but really shows that you're the professional in their life. Those are great. And they help you build an email list so that you can have more contact, more engagement with your customers. So 2 problems for the common business, for the small business, common problems. Number 1, how do you build an email list? Well, you build it through a lead generator predominantly. Of course, you do that through your customers as well, but that just seems to make sense. You're going to capture every email address from your customer, but how do you get more customers? Well, use a lead generator. Capture their emails. Don't just give that away for free. Create some kind of lead generator where you're getting an email address for that content, and then start communicating in a regular rhythm. And maybe that's weekly, maybe it's bi-weekly. It probably needs to be at least every other week, because if you're not keeping some touch points with them, once a month is probably too few. Just depends though. Just depends on the quality of your content. And so if you're looking for that, if you're like, man, well, what do I do? And you can hear that and go, man, I've got to now start a weekly email that I've got to send out. It can be really short. It can be really concise. You don't have to become a great writer. There are ways and tools to think through that. So let us help you. Hit us up, HaltingWinter.com. Schedule a free assessment, schedule a free conversation, and let's just chat. I just remember this. Overall, I want to help you. I have numerous conversations every week where I just help for free business owners think more clearly, get out of the weeds, get encouraged, get inspired. And so I love that. And I just believe that if I can help you, then one day you're going to go, man, you're either going to recommend us or you're going to use us, and we're going to actually really be able to help you soar. And so I have no problem giving back and starting to give before you guys give to us. So let us help you. Set up a conversation and let's chat. So HaltingWinter.com. My name's Seth Winterhalter. It's been a pleasure. Tune in with us next time as we go into more of the common problems for a small business. Until then.